Hi, my name's Beth and I'm a newly qualified yoga teacher based in Faversham in Kent. I fell in love with yoga over 2 years ago when I was honestly just looking for a new way to work out. Just saw it as a physical practice, and over time I really realised that there's a whole magical world within yoga that's far beyond a physical practice. It's been the best thing in the world for my mental health, and all the philosophy that yoga comes with has just percolated into my everyday life, and I'm just blessed to be able to see everything now through this lens. It's really important for me to share the message that yoga really is for everyone. I think there's a lot of preconceptions around yoga, around having to be really flexible or be really strong or be super spiritual, and you actually don't have to be any of those to practice yoga at all. You also don't have to have a certain body type or be a certain gender. Yoga truly is for everyone. And yoga can be made accessible in so many different ways during a practice. You can take a practice at a different pace. We have loads of props that are your best friend in yoga. There's blocks and straps and bolsters, and you can use these tools just to help you take part in a practice no matter your capabilities. I have a 200-hour certification in Hatha and Vinyasa yoga, so I'm qualified to teach both, but I truly feel called to teach Vinyasa. I just feel there's so much opportunity and space for creativity within the transitions, and it just feels really limitless to me, so that's why I really love to teach it. My teacher training was actually really philosophy heavy, which I think is really important and I'm really grateful for. When I first started practicing yoga, I found it physically really challenging, and it can be really challenging, but just like anything new, any new hobby you start or anything, the more you commit to it and the more time you put into it, the easier it becomes, and it just becomes second nature. So when I started practicing, my wrists were so sore all the time. They're in absolute bits. I was just so not used to bearing weight on them so much as you do in yoga, in plank and down dog and all of that. But over time, they just became stronger and stronger, and now I literally don't think about my wrists at all. And one of my favourite things to do is practice arm balances when you put all your weight on your wrists. So I think it just shows that, if you really stick with something, you just gain strength over time. I just want to continue to cherish the yoga community and just share the benefits of yoga with literally anyone and everyone. Yoga can be super challenging for me if that's what I need, but it can also just be stillness and meditation if that's what I need it to be. It can be connecting with my breath, it can be reflecting on my behaviour, it can actually be super exposing, but ultimately it can be challenging mentally the same way it is challenging physically. So we can use yoga practices as a tool to calm the mind, to reduce causes of pain, encourage ethical living in order to suffer less. And we can find joy in movement, in stillness, in gratitude for our bodies, and really nourish those practices. So eventually we move away from suffering and towards more joyful living.